Welcome back into a brand new episode of Lynx Unleashed, the official podcast of the Minnesota Lynx. Wendell Epps here with Myisha Hines-Allen. Myisha, thank you so much for hopping on the podcast with us today.
Thank you for having me.
I want to take you back to your early life first. Let's talk about your upbringing, talk about where you grew up, how you grew up, and just ultimately how did you discover a love for basketball?
That's a loaded question. Okay, so where do I start? So I was born in Virginia, grew up in Montclair, New Jersey. It's 6 of us. I have 5 other siblings. Mom, dad haven't played basketball, sports, whatever. No sports, no athletic bone in their body. But my uncles and aunts on both sides of my family played basketball. So I think that's where the love for the game for me started, just watching them play, and then my uncle getting me started in basketball, and then my older sister, just watching how she played, the way she played, definitely someone I looked up to, and just wanted to. It's like a little cliche because like my brother's thing is he wants to be better than me, and my thing is I want to be better than my sister. So that's just how I guess the love of basketball started for me, just watching my uncles and then my sister too.
Well, you've been here in the WNBA now for a couple seasons. You've spent your entire career with Washington up until this season. Just walk us through what have been some of the biggest memories that you've had so far in the WNBA. I know you've been able to win a championship as well. What have you kind of taken away so far from your entire WNBA career?
I think the relationships that I've built over the time, not just in the W, but like when I play overseas, the relationships that I've built, I mean, these are like my sisters now for life. Yeah, but like my biggest memory, I guess, is like winning a championship for sure.
For sure.
Definitely winning a championship, bringing the first one to DC. That was pretty dope.
You get traded here to Minnesota, and literally less than 24 hours later, you meet the team in Las Vegas to go play a big game on national television against the Aces, a game in which you played meaningful minutes in. Take us back to the moment where you found out you were coming to Minnesota. What was your initial reaction, and just what were those next 24 hours like, making the quick transition over to Vegas to meet the team there?
Yeah, I feel like I'm still making the transition right now. Like we had one practice, that was it. So like I still feel like I'm transitioning.
Myisha Hines-Allen checked in for the first time for Minnesota, just acquired in a trade with Washington for Sika Kone, Olivia Epupe, and a second-round pick. And she literally flew in last night.
It was pretty crazy. I had just finished shoot-around with DC. And then that's when I talked with Coach T and Eric, and they were like, oh, we're trading you to Minnesota. Back in my mind, I was like, heck yeah, Minnesota. Yeah. Like, they're on the rise right now. Yeah. Like, I love this team. I love, like, the players, the coaching staff, everyone involved. So I was, like, super excited to just get here and get started. So that's when Claire called me, and I was just like, heck yeah, I'll be on the next flight out. Like, I don't mind.
Exactly.
So that's kind of, like, just how that went. I was just like all ready to just to come over here and just start playing with the team. Little nervous though because like they're playing so well right now, so I was like, I don't want to like
I don't want to screw things up.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to mess anything up. But everyone's been super nice to me and helping because I still trying to learn the plays and stuff, but like everyone's like helping me along the way.
Yeah, well, it says a lot about you, the fact that you made the quick transition coming over here, playing in that game, and then you it feels like you've been the missing piece that we've needed this season. Getting more physicality, more size down low, which has been really good. And I know you played with Napheesa Collier overseas, so you had the previous relationship with Fee. Walk us through some of your first encounters with Napheesa Collier. What about her as a player and as a person really stands out to you?
So I think like the first thing for me is just like the type of person she is. She's super sweet, like wants to help out all the time. So then when I got the chance, that was like before I even got to know her, right? So then I got the chance to play with her in France. And I mean, the first thing is just like how hard she works. You get to see like behind the scenes of like how a player operates. And she operates like at a high level, like a pro. And that's speaking volumes of, the way she grew up, like the UConn culture, her willingness to be great and make others around her great too. Like we ended up winning a championship too over in France, so like that was pretty
Yeah,
dope too. So
definitely.
hopefully we'll get another one under our belt together. But yeah, no, she's just a solid human being. Like you would want her in your corner. You would want to go to bat for her. You want to run through that wall because you know she's gonna do the same for you.
Yeah, I mean, there's not too many players like Nafisa College, just the way she's so unique on and off the court, and she's a mom, of course, as well, and it's just so incredible to see that she's really been able to take over the reins. I'm certainly a great player and teammate to have alongside, but walk us through about some of your other teammates that you have on this roster as well, right? I know you've only been here for about a couple weeks now, but, playing alongside some other very talented players in the WNBA, just what have been some of your impressions of some of these teammates so far in your time with the Lynx?
Yeah, well, I played with Chechi also in Italy for a little bit, so I already knew who she was. Court has been around for a long time.
You're gonna know who Courtney Williams is, whether you play with her or not, right?
I played against her in college during NCAA tournament, and like that mid-range game.
Yeah, that mid-range game is lethal.
Still, it's still crazy. So just to see her like just elevate, it's crazy. I knew who T was. Who else? Mac. I got to meet. For real, I got to like really get to know her this past season in Istanbul. So like she's a dope human being too. I'm trying to think who else. Peely, I remember just watching her in college this past season. I was like, I see her in me so much. So it's just like crazy just to be, a part of like to see her growth and what she's capable of doing in this league.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun, a lot of tremendous talent, and you're joining the team at the perfect time, it feels like, right? You guys are, on that track now to try and compete potentially for a championship here this year, and I know you got to experience Maya Moore's jersey retirement night. You got to see all the Lynx legends back in the building, which I feel like for you was maybe the perfect, it was your second home game overall, but one of the perfect first home games for you to have in the sense that you were kind of able to learn and see the tradition and just the legacy of the Lynx franchise in person. Talk about that night. What did it mean to you? And what did you really learn from that as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, that was just greatness. I was so fangirling because it was just like after, like I got the jersey and I was just like, all y'all just please sign the jersey. So I'm gonna hang that up when I get back home. I'm gonna put it on. I guess my basement, I call it like Mook's Lounge. So like it'll be hanging up. The jersey will be hanging up there. Sure. But no, I was just like in awe, like of everyone. Like, it was so dope. It was so dope.
Making her Target Center debut, checking in for the Lynx, number 22, Myisha Hines-Allen.
And Maya's speech, I mean, I started shedding tears, and I was just like, wow, I cannot believe, like, I'm a part. And then Courtney kept saying, like, I can't believe I'm here. And I was like, no, I can't believe I'm here. Like, I've been here less than 48 hours, it feels like, and, like, I'm a part of this, like, so it's just super dope. And I just still can't believe it.
Yeah, I know. Maya obviously is inspiration to so many basketball players out there for what she's been able to do on the court, now off the court as a social justice advocate, doing absolutely great things. For you growing up, though, did you have any idols, whether WNBA, NBA, anywhere, athletes? Who did you kind of look up to when you were growing up?
I would say, like, basketball-wise, it was definitely my sister. That was my idol. Everything that she did, I was just in awe of. Like her fighting through an ACL injury her junior year, and just to see her still go to college and still be successful in college and then play overseas for a little bit, and kind of like taught me like there's going to be ups and downs in this world, not even just on the basketball court, but just in this world, and how will you just challenge yourself and make the best of every opportunity that you have.
You've also played with the two winningest coaches here in WNBA history, right? Mike Tebow in D.C. and then Cheryl Reeve here in Minnesota, which is actually pretty remarkable to say that you've been with the best of the best. How do you see maybe similarities, differences in their coaching styles? What have you kind of taken away? I know it's just been a couple games with Cheryl Reeve, but what have you kind of been impressed with so far? I
mean, her attention to detail, that's something that Coach T also had, but just like the way that she communicates, it's definitely something different. Never been coached by such a passionate, like I want to call it passion. Like it's impressive, honestly. the passion that she coaches with, and then it just trickles down to her staff, and then it trickles into the players. So it's just like everyone is fighting for that common goal, which is to win another championship and bring another one here. So I mean, you can get on board really fast with that.
Definitely.
So I'm super excited to be able to be coached by her and just to pick her brain and understand, or like see the game the way that she sees it, because I've already played every team so far too, but it's like the game plan that she has and set, it's completely different from like what we were doing in Washington. So it's just like, wow, oh, you see it this way. So it's just like a little different in that sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's super cool, and I just like, I'm in awe of like when she tells us, oh, like you should play a post player this way, and then I'm like, oh, why is that? And then we get to the game and you're like, oh yeah, this is exactly why.
I see what you're talking about.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah, but that's why she's the coach, the mastermind. So that's awesome. And you're very well known for your physical play out there, really bringing a lot of tenacious energy on the floor. Is that just something that's just in your DNA? Where did that physicality kind of come from for you putting that forth on the court?
Ooh, that's a good one. So this is kind of like weird. So I didn't start lifting weights until I got to college.
Oh.
So so like I used to be like a little skinny twig,
yeah,
right?
really?
And
yeah,
then
okay.
I got to college, and I was thinking I was gonna play the 3, because like that's what they like.
Right.
They tell you. Everybody
Yeah,
gets you
exactly.
in the door,
They
right?
tell you that. Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, we're gonna put you in 3, and then I was just with the post players, and it was just like I was skinny. So then like I just started like lifting crazy and gaining like a lot of like muscle mass. So then after that, I was just like, okay, like now I'm just like just strong,
you're
right?
strong now.
So then I was like, okay, how can I use this to beat other post players? Because again, I'm not that tall. Like I'm not the tallest one on the team, right? So it's just like, all right, how can I use this to best my ability and make a career out of it? So I just had to like find like different ways, and then I know that I'm still strong, even though like I'm undersized, like I'm still like strong. So I try to use like that, and then also my quickness around the rim too, just to get around them. But I don't mind banging like with post players.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
I like it.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like it's weird, because it's like people are telling me all the time like, oh, you're so strong, like you might be like one of the strongest in the league, and I'm like, I don't feel it. And then I look back and watch film, and like we're going up for a rebound, and like a girl's like hanging on me, and I just do this, and like she's like falling out the way, and I'm like, dang, I might be that strong.
You got it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, it's cool. I don't mind it. I don't mind banging down with the post players.
Yeah, no, we need physicality. We need that energy. You've been able to bring that. And I remember, I mean, I'm looking at you on the floor. I'm like, are you 6'4", 6'5"? No, you're not listed at that height. You know, you play bigger than you are, which is something that's really helped the team. But how does it feel knowing that, you know, you have such a vital role here? I mean, the Lynx front office, they believed in you. They brought you here for maybe being that missing piece to hopefully winning it all this year. Just how excited are you to kind of go on this final run now and be part of another championship run here in your WNBA career?
Yeah, no, I'm super excited just to have the opportunity, because I thought I was going to be here a while ago, but how everything worked out, it's totally fine. So, I mean, just to be a part of this organization, this winning culture, I'm super excited. And like you said, like we have a chance to win another one here. So, like, I'm even more excited for this opportunity and just to be able to do what I do and bring it to the team at a high level. Like it feels good that I am like a part, I can be a part of like that missing piece that you guys keep saying.
Yeah.
Like, cause I don't see it, cause I'm like, you know, but like people keep saying like I'm the missing piece. So it's just like, it's cool to feel appreciated and other people like see it. So, yeah, I mean, it's pretty dope. Yeah,
this organization, this fan base believes in you a lot, which, you know, I know definitely has to make you feel really good and confident knowing that, you know, we're all with you every step of the way. Talk about off the court. What do you like to do when you're not playing basketball? I know basketball is obviously a big part of your life, but when you're not on the court and you have some downtime, what are some of your favorite hobbies and interests?
So this past off season, I started like DJing.
That's right.
So,
you're telling me that.
Yeah. So that is, I guess, my hobby right now. Yeah, besides that, I just like to chill. I like to get massages, hang out with my dog, Ace. Yeah, like I'm like super chill.
Yeah,
like, I don't know, I'm just super chill.
Yeah, okay. Like, do you have like any favorite shows or movies that you like to watch?
Not really. I've been on like the Netflix wave. Don't ask me like what's my favorite movie about right now. 'Cause I'm not gonna know. I actually do like the series. What was it? Receivers.
Okay.
I like that one. I didn't like quarterbacks as much though. I watched Receivers first.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, they're going to be starting an NBA one soon on
seriously?
Netflix with LeBron James, Anthony Edwards is going to be on that, Jason Tatum,
Oh,
Domantas
wow.
Sabonis, and Jimmy Butler. So similar to quarterback and receivers, just NBA players. So
Oh, wow,
that'll be
that's
coming out
dope.
this fall. So
Oh,
that'll-
wow.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Learned something
Yeah,
new
exactly.
today.
Yeah, get you another recommendation there. So how does it feel to be part of this new wave of WNBA? Right, there's a lot of attention, a lot of hype. I know you've been in the league for a couple seasons. You've seen it grow gradually, but now the league being at its highest peak, and sure, yes, the rookie class gets a lot of attention, but also I feel like it's important that we recognize players like you that have been in the league that I feel like provide a lot of value to the league as a whole. Just what does it mean to you to kind of be part of this growth and this expansion, also knowing that more teams are to come in the W the next coming years?
I mean, it's super cool just to see how far the league has grown since I've been here. I remember when I first got here and we were sharing hotel rooms. Like you had to be 4 years in to get your
Wow.
own hotel room. Or even like just like commercial flights. I know that was like just last year, but like little things like that. I mean, it's impressive, and I know like it's only going to get like a lot better in like the resources that we have, you know, the sponsorships, all of it, like the deals, like everything is just going to get 10 times better in my opinion, especially with more teams that's going to bring more eyes. And like this college class, not even this one coming up, but like in the future too, like they're amazing players right now.
Right, yeah,
coming
they
up.
are.
So like they're super exciting to like watch. So I could only imagine like what they're gonna bring to the league when they get here.
And as far as the remainder of your WNBA career goes, like first of all, do you feel like you're a vet? Is that a term that you feel like you deserve to be called, or you feel like you're not almost there? Or
so honestly, I feel like I am.
yeah.
This is another thing that I was thinking when with the jersey retirement, I was like, I played with 4 out of the 6 that were there. I mean, I played against
Played
4
against
of the,
them, yeah.
I was like, wow. Like I've been in here for
Yeah, I've been here for it's kind of a
been here for
realization, right? Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I would consider myself a vet. How long do you have to be for a vet? Like 10 years?
I mean, some people say 10 years. I think now it's like 7. I mean, especially here in the W,
Oh, I'm
6.
for
Yeah.
sure.
I think
Yeah,
I for sure consider you to be a vet. I mean, you're someone
Appreciate
definitely. I mean, you won a championship as well. You started meaningful games. I think any more than 5 years, in my personal opinion, I think you can.
I would agree.
You can start looking at that as being a vet, especially if you were a rotational player, right? The
Yeah.
first couple years, because you played now over hundreds of games here in the W. So don't know the exact total, but it's been a lot that you've been able to play. But with that being said, what else are you trying to hope to accomplish in your WNBA career? What else is on the Myisha Hines-Allen WNBA bucket list?
Definitely want to win some more championships. That's the first thing. But just being known as like, forget basketball, just being known as like a good person. I just pride myself on just being able to be someone that someone can come to, no matter like player, coach, vet, rookie, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just being able to have my door open to talk, whether it's on something that's on the court or off the court. No bad rep for me.
Yeah,
I don't want a bad
just
rep.
Stay consistent.
Yeah.
All right. Last question for you, Myisha, before we head to our final segment. A lot of fans are very optimistic about this year's Lynx roster. Feel like we can go all the way. I'm going to have you kind of put your vet coaching hat on.
Okay.
How do you think you guys can get it done this year? What is it going to take for you guys to go all the way here this year and get the championship?
I would think first I need to get all the plays down, understand the defensive schemes. I'm going to start there. But after that, I think it's just continue to play how we've been playing and take it up like 3 notches. Because once playoffs starts, it's a whole different game.
beast.
Yeah. So just knowing that and having played through a playoff series, multiple playoff series, just knowing that you're going to get everyone's best shot, and we have to play a lot better. But just keeping it consistent in the mindset of, like, you're going to have ups and downs, but at the same time, if we come to work every single day, whether that's practice, a game, shoot around, whatever it is, with the mindset of we're going to win, we're going to get better, 1% better every single day, then the rest will take care of itself.
Yeah, you're definitely a vet, Myisha. That was a vet answer right there. That's a good one. That's a good one right there. All right, last segment. We're doing a rapid fire. We do it with all of our guests, Myisha, to get to know them off the court. You good with rapid fire?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Flying.
What's one food you can't live without?
Steak.
What's your favorite sports movie of all time?
Space Jam is in my mind, but it's not Space Jam. But we'll go with that.
We'll go with Space Jam. Okay.
I would go actually Coach Carter. I'm
Coach
sorry.
Carter's a classic. Yeah. What's your biggest pet peeve?
Rapid fire. Messiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we don't like messy people.
Yeah.
What was your favorite subject in school growing up? Or least favorite subject?
Least favorite.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go.
Math.
Math. Yeah, we all didn't like math. If you weren't playing basketball, what career path do you think you'd be doing right now?
I wouldn't be an accountant. I'll tell you that now. I don't know.
Okay, we can do a pass button for that. No worries.
Okay.
No worries. If you had to compete on in a talent show, you had to get up on stage and do a talent in front of everybody, what would you be doing?
Oh my God. Would it be dancing? But, singing.
Singing?
I can't sing though, but like, it's for fun.
Yeah. So what's your go-to karaoke song then?
When I See You by
Okay.
Fantasia.
Yeah. There we go. All right. Picture this. You're in a game show, trivia competition, and it's you and another Lynx teammate that you have to bring on with you to try and take home and get that $1 million prize. Which teammate are you picking as your partner for that trivia competition?
I'm gonna go Mac.
Okay, yeah. I think
Yeah.
Mag would be good at it. Yeah.
That's a vet.
Yeah, definitely. And last question for you, Myisha. Just what's one more fun fact that a lot of people do not know about you?
We can't end on this one. I don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe. How about like a city, a place that you haven't been to that you really want to go travel to someday?
Oh, Greece.
Greece. There we
Yeah.
go. We didn't know that Myisha Hines-Allen really wants to go to Greece.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
we know. There we go. All right. Well, thank you so much, Myisha, for hopping on the podcast with us. We're so happy to have you here with the Lynx franchise, and just keep up the great work. We'll be rooting for you the rest of the way.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. There you have it, folks. That was today's episode of Lynx Unleashed with Myisha Hines-Allen.